Hey friends, welcome to my channel Maple and Home. My name is Amanda, and in today's video we are going to be doing a kind of a weekend reset cleaning of my living room and dining room, and I'm also going to be decorating the piano. My piano arrived from Nebraska, where my parents live, just yesterday, Friday. Today is Saturday. And so I'm going to be doing a little decorate with me to get it all decorated. I can't wait. I've been really excited. It goes really well with all the decor in my house. And I'm just excited to have my piano back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. I release videos every Saturday, and I'm so happy to have you with me. So I started with a quick straightening up of the living room. I always like to have a tidy space when I'm decorating, so I wanted to get all the kids' toys out of the way. Plus, the sofa cushions needed to be rotated. I hadn't done that in a while, so they were kind of misshapen, and I needed to fluff them out a little bit. And the furniture needed a quick clean. My piano also needed a good dusting after being moved halfway across the country, so I just used a little bit of Mrs. Meyer's multi-purpose cleaner, and when I cleaned the dust off the piano keys themselves, I made sure not to spray directly on the keys so I wouldn't damage them. So I'm trying to make sure that I clean the dining room every week, or at least give it a really good deep clean. My 18-month-old is no longer in his high chair. He is sitting in a booster seat with us at the table, which just means his messes are now all over the table and not all over his high chair tray. So that's a lot of extra cleaning. And while I do try to make sure to wipe it up every day after he eats, it needs a deep cleaning because sometimes stuff can still get stuck on there. So I try to make sure I get into it every week, and you can see me really scrubbing at his spot on the table because it did get some sticky stuff on it. I did also get down on my hands and knees to clean under his chair. One of the things that he likes to do when he is done eating is toss his plate off before we can catch it. So food ends up on the floor, and we always manage to miss something when cleaning up, like a random raisin or a splotch of applesauce. So I really wanted to get down and really get some elbow grease into cleaning that up. I also took the table runner off. I'm probably going to keep it off for a while until my 18-month-old no longer spills as much food everywhere, so that way I don't have to keep taking it on and off to wash it and iron it. So I'll give it a good wash, I'll iron it, and I'll put it away for the foreseeable future. And of course, when you have an 18-month-old, food inevitably ends up on the wall. So I'm using a magic eraser and just getting all that off as well. I scrubbed rather hard, so it left some debris. I did need to vacuum up after myself, but at least it got all the food stains off the wall. So it's the next day. I actually didn't get an opportunity to decorate the piano yesterday, so we're going to go on ahead and do that today. It's really cloudy and rainy out today, which is kind of typical for Pacific Northwest spring. So it's kind of dark and a little dreary, and the lighting isn't great, so just bear with me. But before I got started actually decorating the piano, I just kind of wanted to go over the things that I am using for this. Some of it is kind of makeshift because I haven't found exactly what I want yet, but I'm working on it, and I will be sure to show you those changes when I do make them, when I do find what it is that I want. The first thing that I wanted to show you is this greenery. I think it's, not sure if it's eucalyptus or if it's boxwood, but it's like a gray-green color. It's hanging, and I really like I got it from Hobby Lobby. I really like the idea of having greenery just draping down the side of the piano. I will probably regret it because I'm sure one of my boys will try and tug on it, but it's going to be in this nice basket. This is actually not the basket that I'm going to use. This is makeshift. This I actually bought from the Target Dollar Spot to put some like pens and scissors and supplies for my craft room. It's a utensil caddy, so it's meant for like forks and knives, but use whatever you want for whatever you want. But that's why I got it. And I wanted something woven to put the greenery into. And because I really wanted like a flower trug or like a flower gathering basket that is small, shallow, and would look just with a nice handle over the top that would look beautiful with the greenery coming out of it. But I cannot find one right now that I feel like is a reasonable price. There is one that I saw at Hobby Lobby this weekend, but it was not 50% off yet. So I'm going to probably go back next weekend and see if they still have it. And if they do, I am snatching it because it's exactly what I wanted. It was the right size. It was the right depth. So we're going to use this in the meantime. We'll make it work. It's a woven texture, and that's what I wanted. Next, I'm going to be using these copper canisters. I actually got these from a FabFitFun box. I think they are beautiful. For those of you who don't know, I actually do play the piano. I am a music teacher. And so one of the things that I used to do when I was taking lessons in high school with my piano teacher is she recommended that I put little pieces of paper with the different scales into a canister, and I can pull out 2 or 3 at the beginning of each practice session that I did and do those scales to warm up, and then put them in a different canister or a cup. So that way I would run through all the different keys before I started back over. So I wasn't always just working on the same keys all the time. And so that's what these are actually for. I will be using these to store my little scale slips so that way I can have some efficient practice. So this one is rather special to me. This is an antique piano book, and I did not purchase this. I did not purchase this anywhere. This has been in my family. My grandparents owned this, and I'm assuming my great-grandmother owned this. This piano is also a family heirloom, and my great-grandmother found this piano at a flea market. My grandmother learned how to play on it. My dad took lessons on it, and then I played it. And this book has kind of always just traveled with this piano. And I remember when the piano was still in my grandparents' house that this book was always there, and it was always displayed on the piano, and we would always flip through it even though we didn't really know how to play it yet. So this book holds a special place in my heart, and it deserves a spot on the piano. I never play from it, but we're going to use it. You know, it's special to me, and my grandmother passed away in 2020, so it's extra special. I'm going to be using these $2 spot bowls, ceramic bowls. I mean, they're technically for food, but I think they have a really cool, interesting shape, and they've got this gray speckle on them that I really love. And so I'm going to be using these on top of the piano, and this one will stay empty, but I'm going to put these little rope balls in the bigger one to add even more texture. And then finally, I got this a couple years back as part of a Teacher Appreciation Week gift. And so I'm going to be using this. I think it's just a cute small sign and black and white, so it'll go with everything, and it'll be perfect as we move out of May into the summer months where I do a lot of bee and blue and yellow type stuff. So this will be perfect. You'll notice I'm not actually putting any decor on the middle of the piano, and that is because when I play long enough pieces that I need to be turning pages. I'm really bad at page turns, and I'm kind of clumsy with them, so I don't want to be knocking anything off that might happen to be sitting behind the music. So I just left it alone and didn't put anything there, really for safety reasons. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.